Hey everybody. Okay, so today I am going to talk to you a little bit about making sure that you are prepped correctly for the 21-day fix that we are starting this month. So, you should have gotten your challenge pack. So you've got your Shakeology, you've got your 21-day fix program. In your program booklet, you're going to have something that looks like this. And this is your 21-day fix eating plan. There's recipes in there. There are just different things to give you ideas of what you can have in each calendar. Online, I actually just printed it out bigger for myself so that I can always have it accessible for me, and I just put it on my refrigerator or somewhere in the kitchen that I can use it and easily access it if I just have a mom brain moment and forget what goes in each container. So you are going to be able to see in your booklet, I'm not sure if you can see this, but it'll show up like this, inside your red container. That is your proteins and different things that you can have in there, and then same for every single container. So when you get your package, you got this startup sheet or booklet, and you also got your containers. So you've got your veggies that go in the green one, your fruits that go in the purple, you've got proteins and carbs go in these two. These are healthy fats, so like avocados, almonds, snacky foods like that, coconut milk if you want to put that in something, and then you've got your seeds and your dressings that fit in these. So now I'm sure you're thinking upon first glance, wow, I'm going to be starving all the time and not have enough to eat, but I promise you that you really will have enough. So just trust me. Now, in the beginning, it's going to show you in your booklet how to kind of figure out what your calorie target is. So on the very first page, I want for you to get to that Get Started page. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your current weight. So if you do it today, then that's fine. I recommend weighing yourself in the morning after you've gone to the bathroom once and just strip down and hop on that scale. And that will be your most accurate weight after you've gone to the restroom early in the morning before you've eaten anything, drank anything. So if you want to do that in the morning, and then what you're going to do is you're also going to take your measurements. So let me show you. There's a sheet online too if you have access to the on-demand, and it's also in your booklet, but there's your transformation tracker, and it looks like this. And what I want for you to do, there's a female and a male there, so you can choose which one you are. But what you're going to do is you're going to weigh yourself, write that down somewhere, and then you're also going to take your measurements of your body with a measurement tape. So we want for you to measure your chest, and then measure your arms around the biceps. What else? Your waist, so right kind of where you curve in a little bit, right around your hips, so right above your, around your thighs. And then you're going to do each leg around your thigh, not flexed or anything, just kind of standing still. If you want to let your spouse or a roommate or somebody do it for you so you're not flexing, that might be the most accurate. And then what you're going to do after that, so that's as far as just tracking your transformation, I guess you should say. So it's not all about weight. Yes, a lot of people do lose a lot of weight on the 21-day fix, but inches and pictures are where it's at. So in addition to taking your weight and also taking your measurements, which are going to help a lot when you get to the end of this, and maybe you didn't lose as much weight on the number scale as you wanted because you are going to be working out and stuff, you might be building some muscle, so you won't see a whole bit of change in that department, but you're going to see a lot of change as far as inches. You're going to be cinching smaller in your waistline and just around all your body parts. Then in addition to that, I want for you to take a before picture. So one from the front, one from the back, and then one from the side of profile. Don't flex, just be regular, be normal, make sure it's nice and lit, and try to wear something. Men, wear just shorts. Females wear, a bathing suit or a sports bra and some shorts, something that you can really see the difference in. Or if you're comfortable, just do it in your bra and underwear or a bathing suit. It really is the best idea, so you can be able to share those awesome photos. So that's what you're going to do first. But back to figuring out how much you're going to eat every day. So you took your weight, your current weight in pounds, and if you follow the steps on here, the next thing you do is you multiply by 11. That gives you your caloric baseline. then you're going to take that number and you add it to 400, and that kind of gives you your caloric needs. That's the 400 is the calorie burn that you burn in this program. And then the last part is you take that number then and you subtract 750 from it, and that's going to give you your caloric deficit. And then that number that you end up with is what you need to try to achieve every day to sustain a healthy diet, to not be eating too many calories, not too little of calories, but that's your calorie target. So then you take that number and you head over here later on in the booklet and you're going to check out this chart. So for me, I'm in this first column right here. After I do that little equation to find my caloric deficit and all that. So I'm in the 1200 to 1499, so 1500 calorie column, and that's going to tell me how many green containers I get, how many purple ones, red, and down the line that I get every day. And those are the containers that I use every day. I get to fill up that green container 3 times with different greens and vegetables, and I can spread it out all over my day however much I want to. Now, a really quick note for those of you who are breastfeeding or are pregnant, especially if you're breastfeeding, you need to bump up to the next category. So for example, I'm in this one right here. I need to move up into this next category because essentially you're burning about 500, you need about 500 extra calories a day to make sure that your milk supply doesn't lessen and that you're also, feeding yourself enough, because it's a lot to be breastfeeding, and if you're not eating enough, then you will see a decrease in your milk supply, and you will feel you'll feel the difference. You'll be a lot more tired and not as nourished, which is, we don't want that. So I'm going to bump up to the next column, and you'll see that I'll get an extra green, an extra purple, and then an extra yellow, so an extra carb, and then I get a couple extra teaspoons to be able to use maybe some olive oil or coconut oil, or all those different oils that you can use to cook with or to add into different things. So if you are a breastfeeding mama, that's what you need to do. You need to up it a little bit, and same if you are pregnant, you can up the calories as well, because it's only for a few different containers. What else? So that is important about figuring out your containers. Then as you get ready to start tomorrow, you just need to plan out your meals. So for example, some of the things that I will eat, and they give you examples in here and ideas. You can Google a bunch of recipes if you want. There's so many different things that you can do. If you're in your head, you can't think about what you're going to make for each container. You just want to kind of think about it. A whole wheat tortilla would be 1 yellow. It's a carb. For measurement sakes, a green container, this is about 1 cup. So if you didn't want to have to use this container every time, just kind of measure out 1 cup. For purple, this is also considered 1 cup. Okay, so these are actually the same size. Okay, so these are both a 1 cup measurement if you were just going to use your measuring spoons. This, a red container, so your proteins are 3/4 of a cup. So if you want to just measure it like that. Your yellow container, this is 1/2 cup. So get out your measuring cups and you can do that as well. And then your blue, and these ones are a little bit different just because they're kind of an in-between size. So you can use your containers. What I usually do is I stuff them full of things, and then just to kind of meal prep that way, and then I'll pour them into another container. So, if I was going to make a salad, I'd maybe fill up my greens. I'd fill this up with maybe some fruit, like some apples and things. Protein, I'd fill this up with chicken or some lunch meat, and then I would fill up my dressing container, and I'd pour all this into a container. Does that make sense? So then I would tack off one of each of these. Now, if you have an iPhone, there's a really awesome tracker app on the the iTunes store that you can use. And so if you go there and you download the 21 Day Fix Tracker, you actually can put in all this stuff. You can put in your weight, put in your measurements, and it automatically calculates how many containers you get a day. So throughout your day, just kind of tack off what you eat. If you eat, let's see, if you ate some oatmeal with some nuts on top for the morning, tack off one of your little seeds in one of your yellow containers for a carb. Easy as that. If you're going to eat some eggs in the morning with some spinach in them, that's probably maybe 1/2 of a green container, because you're probably not going to use a whole thing of spinach. And then 2 eggs is actually 1 protein container. So whatever you can fit in your containers is how much you get to eat, okay? And then there's obviously other different measurements that you can use if you're looking at a recipe. So one last thing I want to share with you too is that there's the Fixate Cookbook. You might have it, or you might have won it in a giveaway of mine, or you might want to purchase it. And this is a really great way to have just some ideas of meals that are actually prepped for the 21-day fix. One of my favorites is this macaroni with broccoli. My husband and I love it. It has chicken in it. And at the top, it will share with you, how much you get. It tells you how many containers you get for one serving, how much this is going to make. It might actually work for 3 servings, depending upon if it's just you eating it, or if, your husband's doing this with you, or a roommate, or your kids, or whoever. So, in a nutshell, that is a little bit more about what you're going to do to prep for this week. Every day we're going to be doing our workout, so you can print this out again on the computer, or you have it in your booklet as well, and it shares with you every day to do it. The very last day, if you want, or the last week, sorry, you can do the doubles fix. So if you're doing this to really get your body in shape for something, or you want to be feeling really good by Thanksgiving, because we're going to finish up the day before Thanksgiving, then you can do a doubles fix. So instead of just doing your normal total body cardio on Monday, you would pair it with another workout, and they tell you a whole list of things that you can do on there as far as which workout you can pair it with. But every day we're all going to be doing the same workout, because it's only 21 days and there is a set workout for each day. So you can kind of look forward to Monday being your total body cardio, Friday being your dirty 30, the weekend being your yoga fix and things like that. So get excited. Let me know if you have any questions at all. If you are a coach in this group, tag your people who are joining you. If you have your husband that's doing this with you, or your wife, then add them to the group so that they can kind of get some motivation. And throughout this next month, I want for you to be posting and sharing. If you have questions, or you are struggling and you so badly want to eat that Snickers bar, then post in the group and we will try to help you not give into that temptation. But there are, in the little booklet that you'll get, which I just lost here, there are some different treats and things that you can use. This is not about a diet. This is about kind of just creating more for yourself, a healthy lifestyle, kind of giving you an idea of, what does half a cup look like? Can you cup it in your hands? Just kind of giving you a good idea about food so that you can have a healthy relationship with food and how much you eat, and kind of when you eat it, and how to space it out throughout the day, so that you just feel the best that you can feel, which is what we all want, right? So so get excited, post in the group, share your Shakeology when you drink it, share your recipes that you're drinking or making or eating. Share about your workouts, check in with sweaty selfies, tag people. The more involvement in this group, and the more that you kind of comment and encourage other people, the more success that we're going to have, which is what we want. So we are going to push it out with no excuses until November, so that we can be feeling amazing come Thanksgiving Day. Indulge in a piece of pumpkin pie or whatever your favorite dessert is, and enjoy some of those mashed potatoes because you've worked really hard to earn it. So glad you're here. No excuses. Get some meal prep done this week. If you need help with ideas, I'm going to post some meal plans in the files section, so you can check that out. And if you need help figuring out your target for the containers, just post in the group and let me know. I'm here to help you, and I want for you to have a successful month, and I will be doing it every step of the way with you, and so will my husband. So we are ready to feel great by Thanksgiving, and we're so glad that you are joining us. But have a great Sunday, and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye.